Another year, another maze set. Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. Yesterday, we got a brand new set announced, Maze of the Muertos. Now, these sets over the years have been a really cool way to get anime decks upgraded and updated, if you will. It gives old anime decks cool upgrades, which I think is actually really cool. And there was a lot of debate as to which character would get their cards upgraded in the next Maze set. Obviously, we've seen Gate Guardian get support in this set. I believe we saw Odeon get some support in this set as well last year. And in the set coming out in 2026, February, we are getting new BONZ support, specifically PUMPKING. You cannot tell me that this was not done intentionally 2 days before Halloween, the holiday that, of course, PUMPKING, reigns supreme over. And while we do not have the official cards yet, because the way that they have rolled out the PUMPKING cards is in this kind of cool little, promo storytelling way. We don't know the names of these cards, but we're going to go over them and we're going to point out some anime and maybe even some manga references. So I will read the whole thing to you guys. Join PUMPKING and his pals for Halloween in the spring with Maze of Muertos. A brave duelist enters a spooky cemetery at midnight on Halloween. Day of the Dead comes early this year in Maze of Muertos as we meet up with the Duelist Kingdom's ghoulish graveyard ghost BONZ. That's what the message said, and it said to come here to find early packs of this set. Wait, what's that sound? An enormous one-eyed jack-o'-lantern bursts through the ground. PUMPKING rises from the grave. Oh wow, it's PUMPKING, the king of ghosts. In the flesh? What are you doing here? This is kind of like the place you battled Red Eyes Black Dragon all those years ago. You're the original Halloween horror show. PUMPKING glares with his giant-sized eye, clearly not a happy pumpkin. Yeah, that was a long time ago and you haven't had a power upgrade since. Now you're probably thinking, I'm mad and I'm not going to take it anymore. Hey, wait a second. This new maze set might have something for you. Let's look around and see what we can find. PUMPKING tilts his big pumpkin head forward. Was that a nod? It must have been. Here's a field spell card right here. It looks like that cave with all the skulls in Duelist Kingdom. This field spell lets you set any of your Call of the Haunteds from your deck or graveyard, so you can get 3 all at once, and it powers them up too. So Call of the Haunted sends an opponent's monster to the graveyard on top of summoning a monster from yours. How's that sound? So of course the card artwork here is definitely representative of the cave where Joey and BONZ ended up dueling in Duelist Kingdom, and I love that we're getting a card that powers up Call of the Haunted, because not only is that a card that obviously BONZ used, but that was a card that was very popular in DM, especially in GX, and has really been kind of power crept to the point where it never sees play anymore. But Call of the Haunted is like an OG Monster Reborn almost, a worse version of Monster Reborn. So it's great that it's getting a little bit of a power up. PUMPKING's head tilts to the side. We seem to have his interest, but he clearly wants more. What's this? Ectoplasmic fortification. You use that in this cave duel too. It powers up your zombies' attack points. PUMPKING taps a vine on the ground impatiently. Okay, I'll keep reading. And it draws a card for every Call of the Haunted you control. That's new. And we can see the artwork here is the trio, or the quartet, I should say, of monsters that BONZ controlled at one point in the duel against Joey. The duel was actually really going in BONZ's favor. Remember, this is the only time where the Time Wizard effect actually failed and landed on the blow-up section of the Time Wizard clock. So there were a lot of things that went in BONZ's favor in this duel, but of course, he did not go on to defeat Joey in the duel. But a cool reference here with the artwork. PUMPKIN points at a brick. What if we draw it the first turn? Don't worry, it says you can also use this same card to get the field spell out of your deck. Now, PUMPKIN points at himself. Hey, you're right. You can get the field spell or a level 6 zombie like yourself, and it bumps up zombies' attack points and draws a card for every Call of the Haunted you control. That seems like a lot. It's good to be king. PUMPKIN proudly adjusts his crown. Let's keep looking. Here's another monster card. It's you. It's a Pumpkin upgrade, a new level 6 monster. You can reveal it and discard a card to set Call of the Haunted from your deck. Then you can activate that Call of the Haunted that same turn. And when the new you is special summoned, it summons another level 6 zombie from the deck. Okay, I see where this is going. You reveal and discard new Pumpkin to set Call of the Haunted, then activate Call of the Haunted right away to special summon Pumpkin back, and then Pumpkin special summons another level 6 zombie from the deck. Boom, 2 level 6s on the field. A great first turn card you can even Xyz summon right away. Pumpkin ponders, then starts flailing its vines around itself, like they were orbiting. You want me to look for an Xyz monster? Good idea, let's see. Oh, here's one. It kind of looks like you, but bigger and with more eyes, and we can see the Pumpkin Xyz monster. We're actually getting 2 Xyz monsters. This is the first one. This Xyz monster protects all zombies from being targeted with effects. And when it's Xyz summoned, it adds Call of the Haunted or anything that mentions it from your deck to your hand. Like Man with the Mark from Maze of the Master. And you can detach 1 material to return 2 cards anywhere on the field back to the hand. So this Xyz monster protects your zombies from being targeted, adds Call of the Haunted or anything that mentions it from deck to hand, and you can detach 1 material to bounce 2 cards anywhere on the field back to your opponent's hand. Seems like a really, really, really good Xyz monster, and it seems pretty easy to get out as well. And we're not done. Seemingly satisfied, Pumpkin turns away and starts doing something in the dirt. He's certainly less threatening, but wait, is he drawing something? Hey, those are Joey's monsters, but now they're zombies. What are they doing on Team Pumpkin? And we see Red Eyes, we see Tiger Axe, and we see Flame Swordsman. I believe all cards that were used by Joey in that duel against Bones. And my word, as zombies, especially Flame Swordsman, they actually look terrifying. Now, Red Eyes already has, Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, so it's not unusual to see him as a zombie card. Did you see this Legion of the Not-So-Living around here? Oh, here it is. A rank 7 Xyz monster that you can rank up into. Dude, they're giving Bones a rank up Xyz monster. That is nuts. It can attach an opponent's monster to itself from their field or graveyard as material. Pumpkin continues to stare as a quick effect, meaning you can do that on your opponent's turn. You can just snatch one of your opponent's monsters on your opponent's turn. There we go. Pumpkin gives as much of a thumbs up as a pumpkin can give with its vines. It really is good to be the king. Well, everyone, you heard the PUMPKING. Maze of Muertos is the latest anime-inspired booster for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, featuring dozens of new cards, including many based on the anime and manga from Dark Karibo, Dark Magician of Destruction, Timaeus, Illusion Gate, Chronicle Sorceress, Uzahimi, the Manifested Mikanko. You'll find something of interest in the wide range of new cards found in the set. The Maze sets continue to be one of the cooler sets every year, in my opinion. I certainly would never have guessed or anticipated that Bones would be the main feature for this set, but you know what? I love it. I think the Pumpkin cards are going to be really fun to play. That zombie deck is going to be really cool. The fact that they gave a rank up Xyz for Bones is awesome. And the only thing my mind can think of is if we get a DM reboot when Bones and Joey duel in Duelist Kingdom, Bones is going to be using these cards. Now, I'm of course kidding. I don't think that's going to happen, but, I always just want to see these new anime cards animated, but, that's just copium at this point. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Very, very excited to see and hear any thoughts that you guys have on this set and any prediction for what else we might be getting in Maze of the Muertos. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the comments, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.